My name is Mogens Videbek. I've been working as a pastor in Assemblies for God in Denmark for more than 50 years. I have an education as a theologian from university here in Europe and in the United States, and also as a sociologist of religion from the University of Copenhagen and in the United States. Now I'm going to tell you a story from my youth, because at my youth I lived in a city called Aarhus, and the pastor's wife there was named Anna Rosenvinge. And in her notes I have written the following. I have got it confirmed by her niece and also by a former missionary in France called Ove Falk. When Anna Rosenvinge was born and she was young, she felt she had a call for China. And because of that, she went to England in 1936 and stayed in a home with a man called Smith Wigglesworth to learn English. After that, she went to a Bible school in England for several weeks. And at that Bible school, she met a young girl from Sweden called Ruth. Then Anna Rosenvinge moved to China to be a missionary in 1947. She stayed there in a province and worked with Assemblies of God there. But unfortunately, the Communist Party took over and kicked her out of the country. So she left the country in 1950, went to Aarhus where I was living, and married the pastor in the church called H.P. Rosenvinge, and therefore her name was Anna Rosenvinge. During her life in Aarhus, one night she had a dream, and that dream she saw her girlfriend from England called Ruth. She had learned that she had been married to a pastor here in Bulgaria called Popova. So now her name was Ruth Popova. And during the dream, Anna Rosenvinge was speaking in tongues and heard the country Bulgaria again and again. And she saw Ruth Popova in that dream, that she was in great trouble because her husband had been put in jail because of the Communist Party had took over in Bulgaria. And Ruth Popova was unable to buy potatoes, to buy necessary food, because she was a foreigner, married to a Pentecostal pastor, and therefore she could get no stamps. So she was in great trouble. When Anna Rosenvinge woke up, she called the ambassador of Sweden, who lived in Copenhagen, and said, "Do you know that you have a citizen in Bulgaria? Now she is married and is called Ruth Popova." And the ambassador said, "Yeah, what does that mean to me?" And Anna Rosenvinge said, "She's in great trouble. She can get no food because she can get no stamps. Her husband has put to jail because he has been working as a Pentecostal pastor." And the ambassador said, "Let's see what we can do about it." Later on, she heard from Ove Falk, the missionary. She asked him, "Do you know what happened to Ruth Popova?" And he said, "Yes, she has miraculously been allowed to leave Bulgaria and has come to Sweden." And when Ruth Popova came to Sweden, she put heaven and earth and moved heaven and earth because she wanted her husband to get out of jail. He had been in jail for 13 years. So she cried out to whatever could be possible. and they rose money from all over the world because the Bulgarian government said, what will you pay? We need money. We need hard money. And Christians from all over the world put money together and paid the government in Bulgaria, and they released him. And as I used to say, the rest is history, because from there on, it all started that the communists broke down. That's my story.